Some things.
Mr. Shell, I need to ask you something.
What is it?
I feel like I should be helping in the investigation with a few of my friends.
Oh, you can use whatever you need.
All right, thank you very much.
We're gonna need a bigger bag.
Made in China. China.
I didn't make it. I didn't make the part. Enjoy next time. There won't be a next time. Peter Miller. Was my role. Not his.
It's a shame Heather's in the hospital.
She was cool and all, but I heard she was trying to steal my man.
Okay.
Judy Convoy, come to the E24 classroom at 1:45 p.m.
Come to the library at 2:00 p.m. You're being interrogated.
Wait, what's interrogated?
Come or your supply will be taken.
Not my makeup!
Jim Johnson, come to the tables at 1:55 p.m. You're being questioned. If you don't show up, we will forcibly confine you.
What's your name?
Judy Convoy, Judyonvoy.
Okay, I just have a few questions for you, Jude. May I call you that?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, I heard you were with Peter Miller the other day. You two don't seem very close, but you seem to have some feelings towards him, am I correct?
Yeah.
So, what were you experimenting with in the lab?
Sodium nitrate and potassium chloride.
Sodium nitrate, when mixed with the right substances, makes an explosive?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I just found out like yesterday. Speaking of yesterday, I know you've gone through all these questions, but I'd like to know what you remember happening that day. What do you think of it?
All I remember is that when the explosion happened, there was a giant flash of light and it blurred my eyes and I wasn't able to see anything. I was just walking around, just like this the whole act. I don't remember anything after the explosion.
The explosion was pretty bad. Your classmate Peter Miller got most of the blast. A lot of people worried about him. I think would be relieved he's hospitalized. Glad even. He can make other boys jealous, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure it was Jim Johnson.
Well, I think that's all for now. Thank you for your time.
Judy, I need to tell you something. You may want to sit down for this. Peter's dead.
That can't be. No.
Some things we don't talk about.
Lisa Patterson, is it? And I see you're in a relationship with track.
Yep, I very much like running.
From my understanding, track is going to be cut because chemistry needs more funding.
Well, I'm varsity. If that ever happened, then that ain't gonna happen.
I bet that makes you a bit competitive. And your grades in chemistry weren't that high. Perhaps you wanted to eliminate the competition?
I care about track more than my grades.
Are you saying you don't want the best grades in the class?
I just want the best form in running and the fastest times.
You were about 25 feet away from the blast, but I understand Peter Miller was hurt in the blast.
Yep, I've heard that happening, but I care about track.
Thanks, that'll be enough. Anyone could have done this. Anyone. Maybe they could try covering up their evidence by pulling on a masquerade.
Mascara? I put some on this morning. Do I look alright?
I'd rule that one suspect. the students of your class seem to have been caught in a blast. Mr. Shell, do you believe it's possible that your formula may have been somewhat faulty?
No, never.
Thank you. That'll be all. Jim Johnson, is it?
Sure.
You were closest to the explosion. And would you happen to know anything about this?
I remember Judy wasn't. Judy was there. He was mixing something.
Are you implying Judy might have been the one to have done this?
I was walking up to talk to Miss Shell. Well, I don't really know what I saw. It was just the three of them standing there.
What am I here for?
You were closest to the explosion.
Doesn't mean I had anything to do with it.
We do have to interrogate all who are suspected.
What makes you think that I'm a suspect?
You were just one of the few people who happened to be there, Jim.
Look, what do you want from me?
We only want what you knew, Jim. It didn't have to be as difficult as you're making it.
I just don't understand why I even need to be here.
Thank you, Jim. I think that's all we need. We should probably find some evidence.
Ah, I know whose pattern this is.
Heather is A positive. Well, that rules her out. None of the samples match, so who could have done it?
Hey guys, I found some evidence here that I think we should all get together and converse about, see what we think about it.
So I found out that the chemicals that made the explosion were sodium chlorate, and I know that there was sawdust in there, and with the right chemicals could make dynamite. Anyone here in woodshop? Does anyone else have anything else they could add?
Well, fingerprints on the test tubes matched both Lisa and Heather. Well, Heather seems to have no motive behind anything, so we can't seem to find anything on that.
So she's innocent, basically.
Most likely.
That's one less person we have to worry about, right? There's just Lisa, Judy. Also be the witnesses. They could have something to do with this. It's possible. Something to think about.
Pass. It's not right.
Sure, but let me see. You're right, this evidence doesn't make any sense at all.
There won't be here next time. You can make other boys jealous, I'm sure.
It was Jim Johnson.
I think I know who did it, but we're gonna need to do one last test.
Use this one. No evidence this time.
It's a shame Heather's in hospital.
Just wanted what you knew, who, Jim. It didn't have to.
No.
I don't know. Hi, Mom.
Miss Patterson, how long have you been speaking English?
No hablo inglés. Pancakes are my evidence.
Jim Johnson.
Boom!